2022 NFL Draft is in the rearview mirror, but you are NFL all day, day. So we know you are already looking ahead to the 2023 draft class. So give it to me. Who are some top prospects to keep an eye on for next year's class?
It's never too early to talk about the top prospects for the NFL Draft. Let me give you some of my guys to watch, starting off with quarterback from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud. Now, this guy had 1 year of starting experience under his belt already, and it was a phenomenal year. He was the Big Ten Player of the Year, Big Ten Quarterback of the Year, Big Ten Freshman of the Year. He was a Heisman Trophy finalist, over 4,400 yards and 44 touchdowns last season. This guy has it all in his game. He's got the touch that you need as a quarterback. He's got a really good deep ball. He processes the game well, as head coach Ryan Day would say. So this guy is going to probably be in that QB1, QB2 mix on a lot of people's big boards heading into this next season.
All right, let's get to your next guy, Bryce Young, quarterback out of Alabama, Heisman Trophy winner.
Yes, this is going to be the other guy that's in that mix for QB1, QB2. Like you said, Heisman Trophy winner. He's going to be a true junior. He's Davey O'Brien Award winner, obviously won the Heisman. AP College Football Player of the Year. He had a phenomenal season as well, as you can see. 50 total touchdowns, 48 through the air, over 4,800 yards, playing for this Alabama team that was challenging for a national championship. He's going to have to follow it up. The one thing that people would say about this guy is maybe he's not the biggest quarterback in the world, but you flip on the tape, and he plays like a pretty big guy, so I don't think that's going to matter very much.
What do you think his best quality is as a QB?
Well, he's a patient QB. He never gets flustered in the pocket. Like, he's just a guy who's cool. You look at his demeanor, and it's like, man, he's in total control of the game, and that's where you want your quarterback to be.
Well, we know Bama likes to produce those good players, and that brings us to your number 3.
Yeah, this Will Anderson, the edge outside linebacker player for Alabama. There's an argument to be made that this guy should have won the Heisman Trophy a year ago. Aiden Hutchinson was in New York. He was runner-up for that award. And Will Anderson had better stats than Aiden Hutchinson, 17.5 sacks, 34 tackles for a loss in the season. It was absolutely amazing. He led the nation in those stats. He was unanimous All-American, SEC Defensive Player of the Year. This guy gives you speed, he gives you power, he gives you awareness, he gives you everything that you want in an edge defender. And so I think he has the potential to be the first player taken overall in the draft. We've seen a history now of edge players being taken number 1 overall.
Okay, well, let's keep it on defense with Brandon Joseph from Northwestern. Why did he make your list?
So he's actually at Notre Dame now. He's a transfer player, but he made my list because he has been phenomenal throughout his career. Started off with a really good freshman season at Northwestern, followed it up with a solid campaign. Freshman year had 6 interceptions. This guy is big, he's versatile, and he's a ball hawk. I bring this up all the time. I had a defensive coordinator when I was playing at Ohio State, Everett Withers. He always used to say, the ball is the issue, right? And so this is a guy who understands that concept. He is a ball-hawking safety. There are going to be plenty of teams in the NFL that are going to be in the market for this guy. And he's a smart player, too. You look at him, started off his career at Northwestern. He decides to transfer, goes to Notre Dame. So you know that he can process information very well.
Smart kid. All right, and who's your number 5?
Jackson Smith-Njigba, wide receiver at Ohio State. Now, in this draft, we saw a lot of Big Ten receivers get taken. We saw Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State. We saw Jahan Dotson, who's a top 16 pick. We saw David Bell go as well pretty high in this draft. Jackson Smith-Njigba had better stats than all these guys going against the same players. He was, I believe, number 1 in the Big Ten in total yards, receiving yards per game, and 3rd nationally in total receiving yards. Now, here's a guy who's going to have more pressure on him because a couple of great players leave out of this Ohio State program. When you flip on the tape, you see the smooth nature of his game, and that's what a lot of people are going to fall in love with. This guy understands how to run routes. He understands how to get open, and he is a lot faster than he looks on tape. He's going to be catching balls from C.J. Stroud, so we could be looking at another one of those great Ohio State combos, but those would be my 5 guys to keep an eye on heading into this year.